This video demonstrates how to play a complete game of BattleTech by going through all the phases of each turn. As for the story fluff of this game, Joanna from Clan Jade Falcon is angry, and in her anger challenged some Clan Wolf Surratt to a trial of grievance in an honor duel to the death. This Clan Wolf Surratt agreed because Joanna is angry, and that's really all the reason we need for two clan warriors to have an honor duel. However, the clan council decided that if we have honor duels to the death every time Joanna gets angry, that would be exceedingly wasteful. Accordingly, this honor duel will be to crippling damage only. One complaint new people may have to BattleTech is that the game lasts for a very long time. And while that may be true, particularly if you are not using the crippling damage rules, putting a bunch of units on the board, and playing to the last mech standing, this need not be the case. Using these crippling damage rules can drastically decrease the length of time it takes to play this game. And these crippling damage rules, if any one of those red hex bullet points apply to a unit, that unit is crippled, and that unit must retreat off of the map by moving to its home edge. The mech doesn't have to get there as quickly as possible. The unit can walk backwards, for instance, and can still fire at enemy units. However, it must retreat off the battlefield. Here we see 6 types of scenarios. The stand-up fight is the classic fight to the last unit standing, which takes the longest to play in my experience. However, we have 5 others. You can find this table on page 259 of Total Warfare, where it explains how to do these other type of scenarios that may last shorter than the stand-up fight. We also have more detail on scenarios in the book Campaign Operations. And you're also free to create your own scenarios. Now let's look at our minifigs. Here we have Supernova that I spent a lot of time painting, and I'm not really the best at painting, so the fact that it came out this well, I'm rather happy with. And then I got an Annihilator recently that my girlfriend painted for me. Really love the paint job. She did an excellent job. She even wrote "die" on the back. That was a nice touch. And I got these minis from Iron Winds Metals. I'll put a link down to them below. The circle is here. The time is now. Here we have our mech sheets. The Annihilator C has 4 UAC 10s and 4 ER medium lasers. My variant of the Supernova, the boiler, has 2 UAC 20s, 3 medium pulse lasers, and 1 ER small laser. In this initiative phase, green dice will represent the Supernova, red dice will represent the Annihilator. Alright, the Supernova won initiative, so the Annihilator must move first. 1, 2, 3. The Annihilator walked and moved 2 hexes, so it gets a +0 to its movement die. The Supernova will jump. 1, 2, 3. It gets a +2 to its movement die. 1 for moving at least 3 hexes, and another one for jumping. Yeah, you move 3 to 4 hexes, you get a +1. Alright, now the Annihilator declares that it will Alpha Strike and double tap everything. The Supernova declares that it will Alpha Strike and double tap everything. Here I have a sheet for the Annihilator's modifiers. Gunnery skill is 2. Its attack is 1 because it walked. Target is 2 because that's how many pips the Supernova has up on its die. Other is 1 because the Supernova is in light woods. And the range is 0 because they're only 4 hexes away. ER medium laser has all the same stuff. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we have 4 Ultra AC-10s and 4 sets of 2d6. So let's roll for the AC-10s, see what hits. Okay, we needed 6s, so hit, miss, and hit. 2 hit. Now for the ER medium lasers. Hit, and hit. Let's not forget to keep track of ammo. We fired 4 UAC-10s, each of them twice, so that's 8 ammo. And let's not forget to keep track of heat buildup. We walked to generate 1 point of heat. Heck, I'm going to have to do some math here. So we fired 4 UAC-10s twice, so that's 8 times. Each UAC-10 generates 3 points of heat, so 3 times 8 is 24. Then we fired 4 medium lasers. Each medium laser does 5 points of heat, so that's 20. So that gives us 44, plus the 1 for walking, 45. Annihilator sitting toasty at 45 points. Of course, that won't take effect until the heat phase. Now, let's see how messed up the Supernova is. Rolling for cluster on the first UAC-10. 6. Only 1 hit. Because we need a 8 up for 2 to hit. Rolling for location. 8. Left torso takes 10 damage. Cluster for the next UAC-10. Nope, only 1 hit. Location. 6, 7, 8, 9. Left leg takes 10 damage. Woo! Now for the medium lasers. Location. Each medium laser does 7 points of damage, so we got 3. 7 damage to the right arm. 7 damage to the 6th location, which is right torso. And 6th location again, which is still right torso. And 7 damage to the 8th location, which is left torso. Okay, that's that. And we took at least 20 points of damage, so we will need a PSR at +1 a bit later. Now it's the Supernova's turn to retaliate. Supernova's gunnery is 2, attack is 3 because it jumped, target mod is 0. Other is 1 because the Annihilator is in light woods, and range is 0. As for the MPLs, these are the same, but the other has a -2 because pulse lasers get a -2. 0. For ER smalls, these are the same, but we have a +2 for medium range. So that's 5, 6, 5, 6, goes down to 4. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's roll for them UAC-20s. Both hit. Now let's roll for the MPLs. Needed a 4, so those hit. Now, let's roll for the ER small laser. 5, 6, 7 does not hit. Okay, rolling for cluster on the first UAC 10, or 20, first UAC 20. Nope, only one hit. Hit location table. 10, 20 damage goes to the left arm. Alright, rolling for cluster on the second UAC 20. 6, 7, 8, woo! Both hit. Alright. Rolling for location for the two UAC 20 shells, slugs, whatever. Alright, so 20 damage to the 4, which is right arm. And we're going to have to make a PSR eventually, because he took at least 20 points of damage. Okay, now the MPL's location. MPLs do 7 points of damage, so 6, 7, 8, 9. Left leg for 7. Left leg again. And then 7, which is CT for 7. Okay. And the ER small missed. Alright. That's that. But before I forget, let's keep track of ammo. I fired 4 shells. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's keep track of heat. Each HC-20 generates 7 points of heat, fired 4 times, so that's 28. Each medium pulse laser generates 4 points of heat. I fired 3 of those, so that's 12. No, 8 plus 2 is 10. There we go. 40, plus the 3 for having jumped. 43. Then I got to throw in the heat for the small laser, which is 2, putting me at 45 heat. Okay, now we have to do our pilot skill checks. The Supernova and Annihilator both stay standing on a 4-up because the pilot skill is 3 and they each get a +1. Green is Supernova. Okay, they both stay standing because they both got at least a 4. That completes the weapon attack phase. Now onto the physical attack phase. Neither mech pilot is going to be distasteful at the moment, so no physical attacks occur. And then we move on to the heat phase. So the Annihilator's at 45 points of heat, but the Annihilator has 12 double heat sinks and can generate 24 points of heat. So the Annihilator is now at 21 on the heat scale, and that comes with some penalties. -4 movement points. Ammo explode, avoid on a 4-up. Let's see if the ammo explodes. 4, woo, just barely. Shut down on a 6-up. Does not shut down. And a +3 modifier to fire. Alright. Now for the Supernova. Supernova also has 45 points of heat, but has 17 double heat sinks, and so can dissipate 34 points of heat, bringing it down to 11 on the heat scale. So at 11, it has a -2 movement points, and a +1 to fire. And that's about it. So much for the heat phase. Now we get to the end phase where we remove the movement die. And that's turn 1. Turn 2 begins with the initiative phase. Red will be the Annihilator. Alright, Supernova won initiative again, so the Annihilator must move first. The Annihilator declares that it will stay put. The Supernova declares that it will stay put. Alright, now for the weapon attack phase. The Annihilator declares that it will Alpha Strike and double tap everything. The Supernova declares that it will Alpha Strike and double tap everything. Going to the Annihilator. Gunnery is 2, attack is 0 because it didn't move. Target is 0 because the Supernova didn't move. Other. The Annihilator has a +3 to fire because it's so hot. Range 0. And then the Supernova's in Light Woods, so another +1 there. So that's 6. And the same thing for ER medium lasers. Hitting on 6. Let's shoot the UAC-10s first. Alright, so miss, hit, hit, and hit. Only one missed. Now for the medium lasers. Need a 6, so hit, 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 and hit. They all hit. Let's keep track of ammo. Same as before. Which is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Time to shoot the things at the Supernova. Let's see if the first AC-10 crits. Not crit. All right, no. That was a cluster roll, not a crit roll. Cluster. So no 2 slugs hitting. Only 1 slug hits. Rolling for location. 11. Left arm for 10 damage. All right. Second UAC-10, rolling for cluster. 8. Yes, 1 hit, or 2 hits. 2 slugs hit. Rolling for location of the 2 slugs. Ah! No! It was bound to happen eventually. Reroll everything. Die fell on the floor. Uh-oh. Okay, so 1, you got a 4, which is right arm for 10. And 1 hit the CT with a chance to crit. Let's see if it crits. 3, no crit. Now for the third UAC-10, rolling for cluster. 6, only 1 hits. Rolling for location. 9, left leg. So much for the UAC-10s. Now for the medium lasers. Rolling location. Each medium laser does 7 points of damage. So 7 damage to the 5 location. Right leg, 7. 7 damage to the 10 location, left arm. 7 damage to the 4 location, right arm. 7 damage to the 6th location, right torso. Okay. Let's keep track of heat. The Annihilator didn't move, so we don't generate any heat from walking nor running. 3 heat per UAC 10. We shot 4 of them twice. So 8, which is 24. Medium laser is 5 heat times 4, 20, 44. Now we add that 44 to the 11 we already have, which puts us up at 55. The Annihilator is now at 55 heat. Getting toasty. Now it's the Supernova's turn for retaliation. Gunnery 2, attack 0, target 0, other 1 for the light woods. And then we have a +1 to fire for the heat, range 0. So that's hitting on 4. As for the MPLs, it's 2, 0, 0. Now that's, again, 1 + 1 -2 for the MPL, so MPLs hit on 2. Small laser, 2, 0, 0. It's going to be 1 + 1 is 2, and then range is 2, so ER small hits on a 6. All right. Let's roll for those UAC 20s first, hitting on 4. They all hit. Now let's roll for the MPLs. Yeah, I guess technically we don't really need to roll for the MPLs because we can't roll lower than 2, so they all hit. Small laser. Woo, it's just 6. Got it. All right. Remember the ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's see the damage. Rolling for cluster on the first UAC 20. 7. Nope, only 1 hits. Rolling for location. 5. Right leg takes 5. Cluster for the second UAC 20. 4. Only 1 hits. Location. 8. Left torso. Wait, what did I do a moment ago? Right leg. Right leg takes 20 points of damage, not 5. 5. There we go. That's better. That was the last hit. This next hit of 20 points of damage goes to the 8 left torso, 20 points of damage. Cool. All right. We're going to have to make that PSR later. MPL time. Location. MPLs do 7 points of damage, so 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 points to the left leg. 7 points to the right torso. 7 points to the 7, which is CT. Alrighty. ER small laser time. Location. 7 CT. 5 damage. Now let's track the heat for the Supernova. Each UAC 20 generates 7 points of heat. Fired them 4 times. So 28. And then medium pulse lasers. 4 points of heat, fired 3. It's 12. That's 40, plus the small laser. 2, so that's 42. And the Supernova started this turn at 11 points of heat. So we add that there. What am I doing? I got a glare. Sorry about that. 53. Supernova is now at 53 points of heat. Now for the PSRs to see if they stay standing. They need a 4. Yes, they all stay standing. So much for the weapon attack phase. Physical attack phase, nothing happens. Heat phase. Supernova has 53 points of heat minus the 34 that it can dissipate. Puts it at 19. Alright, we must avoid an ammo explosion on a 4 up because of the heat. Yes, no ammo exploding. Shut down, avoid on a 6 up because of the heat. 8, still awake. I now have a +3 modifier to fire. And -3 movement points. And that's it. Okay, the Annihilator. Has 55 points of heat, can dissipate 24 points of heat, puts it at 31 points of heat. So at 31 points of heat, the mech just shuts down. So the Annihilator shut down. We must avoid an ammo explosion on an 8 up. Avoided. We got 11. All right. It has a -5 movement points now. +4 to fire, not that it matters because he's shut down. And because the Annihilator shut down, I must make a pilot skill roll at +3. Its piloting skill is 3, so add 3 to that is 6. On a 6 up, the Annihilator stays standing. No, the Annihilator falls down. Rolling for facing after fall. 5. 2 hex sides left on its left side. We do not actually need to place the mini facing down. That could damage the mini. So it falls on its left side. So we will be rolling on the left side location table. This is a 100-ton mech. The damage formula for falling damage is tonnage divided by 10 times the number of levels fallen plus 1. So that becomes 100 divided by 10 is 10 times 1, which is 10. We split that up into 2 5 damage value groupings. Now rolling for the first 5 damage value group. 10. It's the left arm for 5 damage. Now for the second 5 damage value group. 10. Left arm again, 5 damage. Chance to crit. 6, 7, 8. Yes, 1 crit. So white will be upper or lower. Alright, so that's 2, upper 6. We destroyed a UAC 10. The seatbelt check comes with the same 6 up roll needed. Okay, this pilot remembered to wear their seatbelt and did not take a hit. And of course, in the end phase, we remove our movement die, which has already happened because I had to do some editing and forgot to put them back. Welcome to turn 3. Alright, the Annihilator won initiative. The Annihilator declares it will not move, because that's all it can do. The Supernova declares it will not move. And look, the movement die are already there. Isn't that nice? The Supernova is going to Alpha Strike, but not double tap. And will make an aimed shot to... Should we go for the head or the left torso? Let's see what the modifiers are. So, gunnery 2, attack 0, target 0, other, we have 1 because the Annihilator's in light woods, plus 1 because the Annihilator's laying down, and I am at range, plus 3 because of all my heat. 0 for range. Now, if I don't aim for the head, that'll be a -4. So then it'll be 2, 3, 4, 7, minus 4, 3 to hit the left to hit. But without that 3, I'd have 4, 7, right? But if I aim for the head, not only I'll get an additional plus 3, so this would actually be 10. So aiming for a head, I got hit on 10. It's pretty high versus a 3. I'm not making the aim shot for the head. That's just too hard. So I'll just make an aim shot for the left torso. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. Yep. And the MPL 200. Essentially 5 minus 4 minus 2 for the MPL. Is 1, so I hit. Yep, the ER small would be 6. 5 minus 6 is -1. That ends up being 3. Yeah, that's how math works. Alright. UAC 20s. Both hit. And I'm not double tapping, of course. MPLs, they automatically hit. ER small hits. Let's keep track of ammo. Alright. Now, on a 6, 7, or 8, my UAC 20s hit the left torso. Alright, 1 UAC 20 hit the left torso. 20, and I get a chance to crit. Wow! 12. What is it? What am I? What is that? 12. Head, limb blown off. However, the side torso is neither a head nor a limb. Accordingly, it takes 3 critical hit locations. Black is upper or lower. Lower 3. Endosteel. Hitting endosteel just means roll again. Lower 2. Well, that's ammo. I just blew up 10 shells of AC-10 ammo. Now, 10 times 10 is 100. This side torso does not have the internal structure to survive, so the side torso, at least, is destroyed. And according to the crippling damage rules, a side torso location is destroyed counts as the mech is crippled. I could go on, I could distribute all 100 points of damage, I could roll to see if the rest of the ammo explodes. I'm not gonna. I could go throughout all this math, but this mech is crippled per the rules of this scenario. This mech lost. Joanna won. I would only continue on with all this damage if I cared about salvaging and if I cared about the mech pilot surviving, but I don't in this particular case. The only thing we need to worry about now is whether or not Jonah survives all the heat she built up. And I already did all the math. Jonah's heat goes down to 15, up to 15. So she only has to survive a 4-up shutdown roll, which she does. So match is over, Joanna won. Huzzah. Or Sheila, rather.